listen, if Trump announces it, it's a game changer. Prices are a lot higher. Then there's call it a 55% chance he wins right now, or call it 50-50. And then if he wins, does he follow through? Probably 80%. But if he follows through, there's probably an 80% chance other banks, central banks and reserves start buying it. And all of a sudden, what we thought was kind of fun to talk about, 500,000, 600,000, 700,000 crypto, actually is in the realm of possibility. And, 700,000 crypto is gold. It's roughly the market cap of gold, right? 14 trillion, something around there. Maybe gold's a little higher now because gold price went up. But that seemed like fantasy. And now it's not base case, but it's a possibility. And so that's pretty freaking exciting. The first ETF with Bitcoin, now we've got the Ethereum ETF. We have a huge change of heart around the politics of crypto. I mean, this Bitcoin National Conference is going to be electric. Donald Trump is the great opportunist who says, hey, there are 10 million single issue voters. I want them.
Yeah.
And so there is rumor he is going to announce a strategic reserve for Bitcoin. I think that would make the price go significantly higher.
What?
Like who would have thought in the wildest dreams? And all of a sudden, listen, I don't know if he will. I haven't seen his speech. I know Kennedy is speaking before him. He's very pro-crypto. It's an all-star lineup out there. I know Cynthia Lummis is giving a speech, and there's potential that she's going to prop something in her bill. And so you could see this build on it. And I would also tell you that the Democratic presumptive nominee, Kamala Harris, and her people are saying, wait a minute, I can't not be, she's from San Francisco. She understands the benefit of tech and in terms of growth. And so I am very certain the Dems are going to make a big pivot on saying, hey, the Biden administration was wrong on this. Let's dump Gary Gensler. Let's be tacking and innovation forward. And so all of a sudden we've got two parties that are going to start fighting over us pariahs. And it's pretty freaking exciting.
Bitcoin Zella stands out with its simplicity and clarity. We've crafted an experience that anyone can dive into, whether you're a crypto expert or just a new to the crypto world. Now guess who keeps his eye on us? The author of best-selling book Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki. And we want to take this opportunity and thank all the people who trusted us, and we read every comment. And the best part, it's free. Subscribing now means you will get all new information for free. Don't just follow the trends, stay ahead of them. Subscribe to Bitcoin Zella today and enjoy the new edge. Let's discuss Bitcoin and more in this video.
Crypto wasn't political. No one cared about it back then other than us. It's now on the main stage. Right? I have been very active in this whole move to get Biden out, and I've been talking to tons of people in DC, and I'm telling you, these conversations are happening. There was a big debate, should she go to the crypto conference or not? And, I think what they probably decided was it's just too soon. She's just got the nomination. Let her get her bearings instead of going into the lion's den on day 5. Probably a prudent decision. But I will be surprised. I'm willing to bet 3 beers. If you want to join, I can go 6. I'll throw up after probably the 4th. And so I think for our industry, why I'm so bullish is I think they're both going to come in. They want these voters. My dog thing resonated. I got leaned all over the place.
No.
There are 55 million dog owners in America. There are 85 million crypto owners. That's a crazy stat. We are a political force. I think that in the next 6 weeks, you will hear Kamala Harris talk about being an innovation president, talking about pro-crypto, talk about getting rid of Gary Gensler, talking about getting big financial institutions involved in making the U.S. a leader in crypto. And if she does, he's got to drink 3 beers in 15 minutes. And if she doesn't, I will drink 3 beers at Pub Key, our favorite crypto bar and Bitcoin bar in New York City.
So you think that's happening? You think that's already written?
I said this on Fox and on CNBC yesterday. We haven't seen Kamala Harris for 3.5 years. Right? She has had a very non-active vice presidency. And so she's going to now sell herself to the American public. If she sells herself as the liberal senator who had the 99th most liberal voting record in the Senate from California, the most liberal state, she's going to lose. If she reads the temperature of the country, if she reads the temperature of the party and pivots to the center, picks a Mark Kelly as her vice president, which I think she will, maybe announces a Secretary of Treasury in advance to bolster her economic credibility, talks about how she's going to make the country better, I think she's going to win. And so I honestly think we're hedged. We're either going to have Trump win, who's already said I'm all in on crypto, with J.D. Vance, who's all in on crypto, right? And for the industry itself, probably better. But I think we're going to have the Democrats who are going to say, hey, we're going to be pretty damn all in on crypto too. And so it's an unbelievably good spot we're in. For the first time since I've been in this industry since 2013, when I bought my first Bitcoin, which, believe it or not, is 11 years ago, which is insane. I cannot believe I've been talking about Bitcoin for 11 freaking years. My wife's like, get something new to talk about. So we literally, it's almost like a check, we've checkmated the political situation.
Bitcoin continues to print lower highs, facing resistance at $70,000 as sellers maintain control since March's all-time highs. Bitcoin has been unable to break past $70,000. Repeatedly, this pattern of lower highs has kept the price within a 5-month trading range, frustrating bullish attempts to revisit March's all-time high of $73,800. Popular trader Don Crypto Trades highlighted the significant liquidity above $70,000, suggesting that stop losses and liquidation levels from short positions are clustered around this area. He noted that $72,000 is a critical level for bulls to reclaim. Analysts like Josh Rager are hesitant to engage in trades without a definitive breakout. Rager emphasized the need for a daily close above current levels to consider renewed interest in Bitcoin trading. The pseudonymous trader Horse expressed skepticism about the recent spike to $70,000, noting a lack of genuine spot buyer interest. He observed that market depth has shifted unfavorably, suggesting a more gradual and potentially unstable upward movement. Bitcoin's ongoing struggle to break past key resistance levels and the cautious sentiment among traders underscore the challenges in achieving new all-time highs.
Know what you can lose, right? And so you shouldn't put 100% of your money in crypto. The very first thing every young person should do is find a place in a community they think is growing and take an FHA loan, so let the feds guarantee your mortgage and buy a house. It's, like, don't buy an expensive house, buy a house with a mortgage payment you can afford, but in a place where you think there's growth, because that's the first time you get free leverage, right? It's non-recourse, and you can get leverage. And it teaches you what leverage is, right? I put $10,000 or $25,000 on a $300,000 house, and the house goes to $400,000. I made $100,000 on a $25,000 bet, less my interest. So I 4X my money, even though the house only went up 30%. Like, oh, all right. Now, leverage can be really dangerous. I always thought it was the definition of insanity that people were taking, 25 to 1 leverage on crypto when it was already a 70% vol asset. That was like crack cocaine on top of heroin. And so with the coins they own, you never go break taking some profit. And so you buy something, it goes up triple, sell a third, take your money back. And so I in general have sold. Listen, at one point I looked like a fool. If I told you how much Ethereum I owned when it was 15, you'd throw up and you'd be like, oh my God, no, we're the richest guy on the planet. And of course I sold the whole long way. In some ways I wish I hadn't, but I also bought a jet. And I added tons of utility. I started big charities. And so I don't look back and say, oh, that jet cost me so much. I was like, how lucky I was to have stumbled on this token, ridden it up from 1 to 300.
Mt. Gox moved $3 billion worth of Bitcoin, yet the market barely reacted, indicating that holders are likely committed to holding. Mt. Gox moved 47,229 Bitcoin, valued at around $3 billion, to 3 unknown wallets over a 3-hour period. Despite this significant transfer, Bitcoin's price remained relatively stable, briefly dipping into the $65,000 range, but staying above $66,000. The lack of a significant price drop suggests that traders are no longer reacting strongly to news of Mt. Gox-related Bitcoin movements. At the time of publication, Bitcoin is trading at $66,105. Crypto analysts believe that Mt. Gox creditors are likely committed to holding their Bitcoin. Ben Simpson, founder of Collective Shift, emphasized that many of these creditors are long-term Bitcoin believers who purchased BTC 5 to 10 years ago. Simpson stated the Mt. Gox holders are here to HODL. Pseudonymous trader Exit Pump noted that these Mt. Gox movements have become routine and no longer impact the market significantly. Swag's lead market analyst Pav Hundal added that the market's positive reaction to the news indicates confidence in Bitcoin's stability. Glassnode also suggested that only a small portion of the redistributed BTC from Mt. Gox is likely to be sold. The overall sentiment is that Mt. Gox creditors, having waited years to reclaim their Bitcoin, are more inclined to hold onto their assets, reflecting a strong belief in Bitcoin's long-term value. If you've been with us so far, a big thank you. Don't forget to subscribe for free to Bitcoin Zella for your daily news. The link is waiting below. That's all for today's crypto news. Stick around for more updates, insights, and analysis on cryptocurrencies. Share your thoughts in the comments, like this video, and subscribe for more exciting content.